Hey everyone, welcome back to historyBOSS, and today's a special one, our 101 subscriber special. First of all, thank you so much for all the support. It means the world to us. To celebrate, we're bringing you 101 fascinating facts about history, one for each of you amazing subscribers. Let's jump into the facts, 101 of them, coming right up. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing than the building of the Great Pyramid. Alexander the Great named over 70 cities after himself, and one after his horse. Roman gladiators rarely fought to the death. Most battles ended with both participants alive. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon may have been a myth. No definitive evidence exists they were real. The first recorded recipe was for beer, over 5,000 years ago in ancient Sumer. Ancient Persians made decisions twice, once sober and once drunk. Julius Caesar was kidnapped by pirates, and he demanded they increase his ransom because it was too low. Ancient Romans cleaned their teeth with urine. It was their version of toothpaste. The Great Fire of Rome supposedly started because Nero wanted a clear view for his new palace. The Library of Alexandria may have been destroyed multiple times, not just once. Medieval craziness. Viking warriors believed in fighting until death to enter Valhalla. A 9th century Viking named Bjorn Ironside once pretended to die to gain access to a city and pillaged it. Knights often fought in tournaments with wooden swords, not steel ones, to avoid killing each other. In 1258, the Mongols destroyed Baghdad, and the Tigris River ran black with ink from destroyed books. King John lost his crown jewels in a swamp, and they've never been found. Some medieval Europeans believed that a wolf's fangs could cure rabies. The plague doctor's mask was designed to hold herbs, which were believed to purify the air. Medieval monks brewed beer as a safe alternative to water and invented stronger brewing techniques. The Viking sagas tell of an explorer named Gudrid, who may have reached North America 500 years before Columbus. During the Crusades, Richard the Lionheart once offered a camel as a ransom for a shipload of lemons. Leonardo da Vinci could draw with one hand while writing with the other. Michelangelo carved his name into the Pietà after hearing someone else take credit for it. Shakespeare's Globe Theatre burned down because of a cannon misfire during a play. Galileo was accused of heresy for suggesting the Earth revolves around the sun. Queen Elizabeth I wore lead-based makeup, which likely poisoned her over time. During the Renaissance, people believed that eating human mummies could cure diseases. Christopher Columbus thought manatees were mermaids. The Spanish Inquisition once accused a robot monk of being possessed by the devil. Coffee was banned in Venice in the 1600s because it was thought to be Satan's drink. The Medici family hired a food taster to test every meal for poison. Colonial and Revolutionary era. George Washington had wooden teeth, but only partially true. His dentures were made from ivory and other materials. The Pilgrims accidentally landed in Massachusetts instead of Virginia due to navigational errors. Benjamin Franklin invented the rocking chair, bifocals, and a flexible catheter. Paul Revere made his living as a silversmith and once crafted false teeth. Thomas Jefferson owned a pet mockingbird named Dick. The Boston Tea Party destroyed over 92,000 pounds of tea, worth about $1 million today. During the American Revolution, soldiers were paid in rum. The Declaration of Independence wasn't signed on July 4th. It was mostly signed on August 2, 1776. Napoleon's soldiers once shot the nose off the Sphinx in Egypt. Marie Antoinette never said, "Let them eat cake." That phrase was made up by a journalist years later. Lincoln was a champion wrestler before becoming president. During the California Gold Rush, a single egg could cost the equivalent of $30. The Eiffel Tower was once used as a giant radio antenna during World War I. Charles Darwin ate every animal he discovered to determine its taste. The first mechanical refrigerator was invented in 1844 by a doctor to keep patients' food fresh. The Statue of Liberty originally looked copper brown before turning green from oxidation. The first ever photograph of a person was taken by accident, someone walking through a long exposure. The world's first traffic light, installed in London in 1868, exploded after 1 month. In Victorian England, people used arsenic to make green wallpaper, poisoning themselves. In 1815, the eruption of Mount Tambora caused a year without a summer across the globe. Ancient Romans built roads so well that some are still in use today. A rooster survived for 18 months without its head. Einstein's brain was stolen by the pathologist who performed his autopsy. The first ever fax machine was invented in 1843 before the telephone. A single lightning strike can be hotter than the surface of the sun. A Viking explorer accidentally discovered America because he was lost in fog. The loudest sound ever recorded was the eruption of Krakatoa. Penguins can propel themselves 4 feet into the air when leaving water. Pablo Picasso was once mistakenly arrested for stealing the Mona Lisa. Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of rabbits during a hunting trip. Scientists recently discovered frozen viruses over 30,000 years old in Siberian permafrost, and they're still infectious. Bananas are technically berries, but strawberries are not. In the 1800s, lobsters were considered trash food and fed only to prisoners. The term Bluetooth comes from a 10th century Viking king, Harold Bluetooth Gormson. Sharks are older than trees, having existed for over 400 million years. A single teaspoon of honey represents the lifetime work of 12 bees. A nuclear bomb was accidentally dropped on North Carolina in 1961, but it didn't detonate. Penguins can shoot poop up to 4 feet away to keep their nests clean. The loudest sound in history, the Krakatoa eruption, could be heard 3,000 miles away. Sloths only poop once a week, and it's one of the most dangerous activities they perform. The inventor of the modern ballpoint pen sold it for less than $100, and today, the pens make billions annually. The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes, between Britain and Zanzibar. Some 9,000-year-old chewing gum has been found, complete with human teeth marks. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. Blackbeard once tied lit fuses into his beard to terrify enemies. The world's oldest hotel, Nishiyama Onsen Kyokan in Japan, has been operating since 705 AD. In 1911, a man tried to blow up the Eiffel Tower to sell it for scrap metal. The original Olympic Games awarded olive wreaths instead of medals. Viking helmets didn't have horns. That's a modern myth. Nikola Tesla once claimed to have invented a death ray. Genghis Khan's empire covered 11 million square miles, more than any other in history. The Colossus of Rhodes inspired the Statue of Liberty. A horse named Sergeant Reckless was given military honors after carrying ammunition in battle. A U.S. president once got stuck in a White House bathtub. The first ever speeding ticket was issued in 1896 for going 8 miles per hour. Ancient Egyptian workers were often paid in beer. An iceberg once sank the Titanic. It wasn't spotted in time due to bad binoculars. The world's oldest wooden wheel is over 5,000 years old and was found in Slovenia. An unsinkable cat named Unsinkable Sam survived 3 shipwrecks during W2. The CIA once tried to spy on the Kremlin using a cat fitted with a microphone. A Hungarian man holds the world record for swimming in frozen water. The longest war in history between the Netherlands and the Isles of Scilly lasted 335 years, with no casualties. The Great Emu War. In 1932, Australia waged a war against emus invading crops. The emus won. Dancing Plague of 1518. In Strasbourg, dozens danced uncontrollably for days, and some reportedly danced to death. Ketchup was once medicine. In the 1830s, it was sold as a cure for indigestion. Tulip mania. In 17th century Netherlands, tulip bulbs were so valuable that they could buy a house. Mozart wrote music at age 5. He composed his first piece of music as a child prodigy. The Eiffel Tower was almost temporary. It was meant to stand for only 20 years after its 1889 unveiling. Japan's 47 Ronin, a legendary tale of samurai who avenged their master, showing their loyalty and honor. Stonehenge's stones were transported 150 miles. The origin of the stones remains a mystery. Napoleon was attacked by a swarm of bees. He ran into trouble while inspecting a beehive. The world's first fast food joint, ancient Rome had thermopolia, roadside stands serving hot food. Cleopatra used crushed beetles as lipstick. Red carmine dye came from insects. The oldest university in the world, Al-Qarawiyyin in Morocco, has been operating since 859 AD. Peter the Great taxed beards. He imposed a beard tax to modernize Russian society. The Battle of Karansebes. In 1788, Austrian soldiers accidentally fought each other in confusion, thinking they were under attack. Ancient Greek vending machines. Hero of Alexandria invented a coin-operated device to dispense holy water. The Pope once declared a war on cats. Pope Gregory IX associated cats with witchcraft, leading to mass killings of cats in Europe. A king of Sweden became a pirate. King Eric of Pomerania turned to piracy after losing his throne. Spartans used iron bars as currency. Gold and silver were banned to discourage wealth inequality. The Eiffel Tower doubled as a spy hub. During World War II, it intercepted enemy radio communications. Thanks for joining us on this 101 subscriber special. We couldn't have done it without you, and here's to many more milestones ahead. If you enjoyed this journey through 101 fascinating facts, don't forget to give this video a like, drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Until next time, stay curious and keep making history with us on historyBOSS.